Hi all, thank you all out there for showing your interest and support for documentary filmmakers. I know I'm grateful, and I kind of think these filmmakers here today are too. Welcome to the 2022 DocLands Documentary Film Festival's DocPitch launch. I'm Joni Cooper, Director of Programming for DocLands, and I would first like to give an enormous thank you to our generous DocPitch funders, the Nancy P. and Richard K. Robbins Family Foundation, Project Number 9, and Resonance Philanthropies, as well as our sponsor, Jackson Square Partners. I am extremely grateful for them for supporting DocPitch and our mission to support documentary film and filmmakers. They see the enormous value of the work of documentary filmmakers, just as we at the California Film Institute do, and DocLands most especially. Thank you. Thank you too to all my colleagues at CFI for their enthusiasm around DocPitch and for ensuring we have an elegant means to present our virtual DocPitch. So you, the audience, are able to help select a future film for your viewing pleasure by voting for one of the 5 to win the $45,000 Audience Award. Along with the Audience Award, we've also enlisted an industry jury who will present an additional $55,000 in award funds that includes one major award of $40,000. That will be announced on May 11th at 10 a.m. This year, we received 130 unique submissions, with each and every project being completely compelling and very worthy. Preliminary juries were tasked to winnow these projects down to final 5 to be pitched this year. And it's my pleasure to introduce the 5 filmmaking teams who will, in turn, alphabetically by project title, introduce themselves. First, I'd like to introduce Arthur Musa and Brooke Turner of Brief Tender Light. Arthur and Brooke, please introduce your film. And you've connected with some pretty amazing people looking into their horizon toward a bright future.
Well, this has definitely been a passion project for us. We filmed for 8 years and we followed some really fabulous and inspiring students at MIT. They come from various countries in Africa. And we really, this was inspired by Arthur's own journey. He's from Ghana and he went to MIT. And he really wanted to explore sort of what it meant to leave home with the hopes of sort of returning and contributing to your home country, and sort of what it means to come of age in a new country with new experiences and people and all of that. So it's been really wonderful to watch these young students grow and really become.
And hi everyone, sorry for the mask and all of that. This is Arthur, and I just wanted to say it's an honor to be part of the DocPitch. Brooke and I are very excited. We're very excited when we heard the news. And like Brooke said, it's been a passion project of over 10 years now. Brooke and I met way back in film school. Brooke was in the producing program and I was in the production program at USC. And I had the idea and reached out to her, and we've kind of scrambled along little by little over the many years to make it happen. And that journey also has connected us with a lot of partners through our 2 Kickstarter campaigns and through just kind of plugging along and trying to make this film at any cost, whichever way we can. And so we're excited to potentially find more partners. And with even this platform, the DocPitch, DocLands DocPitch platform is a great way to meet more people. And so we really appreciate being part of this mix of 5 exciting films. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you both. And you're absolutely right about the partnerships, Arthur. We've had people in the theater when we were doing this live. We've had them online where they come to us with questions afterwards, and they in turn want to, at one point, they completely finished funding one of the projects. So you never know who's going to come across your project through this. So it's great. Thank you. The next project is Brigitte Bram, the Kendall Hannah story. It delivers quite a different point of view from rags to riches much later in life. Hi, Kareem Mortimer and Laura Gamzee.
There we go. Hi, everyone. I'm Kareem Mortimer. I'm the co-director with my partner, creative partner, Laura Gamzee, on Brigitte Bram, the Kendall Hannah story. Kendall is someone that's been known to us my whole life, but me and Laura have been working on this film for a better part of a decade. It's a rags to riches story about one of the leading painters in the Bahamas and his amazing journey to paint the art that lives inside of him.
Yeah, we believe that Kendall is honestly the greatest living artist you have never heard of, and our job is to make him a household name worldwide. His art speaks for itself, so we hope you'll take a look at our trailer and see the incredible work that he's made over a lifetime. He's 86 years old now, born in 1936, and our story traces the reasons why his work and his name was nearly erased from history.
Thank you very much. Sounds like an intriguing character, that's for sure. Wow. Next, director Elena Maiello. Chewed Gum is an amazing personal story. Please tell us more.
Sure. So, hello, everyone. My name is Elena Maiello. I'm a documentary director and producer. And my film, Chewed Gum, is an investigative and a personal documentary exploring the high rates of sexual and domestic violence in the state of Utah and the silencing patterns in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormon Church. And this is a very personal and intimate story for me. 16 years ago, I moved to Utah to attend Brigham Young University, and I was sexually assaulted there, did not report because of the intense and strict rules at the school. And I eventually joined the Mormon Church and really experienced what it's like to be a devoted Mormon. And throughout all of this, I discovered a culture of silence in which women are being blamed and punished by their bishops. Once I left the church about 7 years ago and I came out of it, I realized how different things were in Utah and how they need to be improved. And it was around this time when many women came forward to also share of their stories, and I went to go film with these women. So this has honestly been a lifelong journey for me, and I'm incredibly grateful to be here at DocPitch. This is actually the first time I'm ever being public with my personal story. I was planning on waiting until the premiere of the film, but because of this opportunity, I decided to share it a little bit earlier. And so I'm really excited and very grateful and just honored to be in the presence of all these amazing filmmakers and stories. And I'm just very grateful.
Thank you. Wow, that's quite a step to take. So welcome.
Thank you.
It's a great time to get the story out sooner rather than later. Wow. Yes. I would like to now introduce Sachi Cunningham to tell you about She Change. I think your project takes some very specialized skills, Sachi.
It does. So, hi everyone. I'm Sachi Cunningham, and I am a water photographer. So I have been swimming in the water with my heroines in big waves. I am also a professor of journalism at San Francisco State, and I have been filming this for about a decade, often as a one-woman band. And, you know, with a large chunk of my savings, I don't need to tell this group how the plight of the documentary filmmaker. And I swore to myself, actually, that I would never work on a documentary film again without full funding. But 8 years ago, I found myself swimming in the water with these big wave women, and I knew that I was literally swimming in the story of my career. So I mean, I've even been diagnosed with fallopian tube cancer halfway through production, but that didn't stop me because I've just been so buoyed by these women's story and what they've achieved and accomplished. I also am a mom, which I mentioned also because that is in large reason why I am so passionate about this story. I want my 9-year-old daughter to see change in sports and pay equity in her lifetime. And I think that this story has the possibility to create meaningful and lasting change. I showed my trailer to a 78-year-old two-time Trump voter recently, and his reaction was, how can this be? Don't these men know what century they live in? Because I think it's that simple. I think most of us understand and believe in equity, but I don't think all of us understand how far away we are from that. Surfing is mainstream now. It is an Olympic sport. Chris Amore just won Olympic gold in Tokyo. There's a wildly popular HBO series, 100-Foot Wave, which has brought big wave surfing into the mainstream. But where are the women? They're in my film. So if it gets made, but my family's been very supportive as well, because they also understand that this is more than a surf story. It's a story about the fight for equal pay in sports, which I think has reached a fever pitch with the US soccer team and the WNBA. The list goes on and on. At the Oscars, we saw Queen of Basketball win for Best Short. And of course, we had the Queens of Tennis, Venus and Serena Williams, being honored in the film King Richard. So that's all to say that I think there's an audience for stories about women in sport. I just don't think there's enough of them. So I hope that this grant will help me to continue with editing. I've been editing since January, but I'm going to run out of money in exactly 1 month. So this grant couldn't come at a better time if I win. And I am almost done with production. I hope to film next season, because there is a young woman named Elizabeth Cresson who has taken over the permit to run this Mavericks contest, which could potentially it could be a female-led contest now with women surfing for the first time since 1999. There has unsurprisingly been controversy. So I don't know how the story is going to end. I know I have a great story either way. I kind of see this as 100-Foot Wave meets LFG, but unlike LFG, I have this historic victory where these women win equal pay for surfing, which is the first time in history that that's been done in professional sports. And if the contest doesn't happen either way, we all know the struggle continues, just like documentary filmmaking. So I'm really honored to be a finalist and be considered among all of you great filmmakers. All of these films deserve to be told, there's no question. And so thank you, Joni, and the people watching, because I think we all need everyone's support.
Exactly, we sure do. And yeah, where are the women? Yeah. Great, thank you, Sachi. The fifth and final, of course not least, project for you to consider is one that involves more than one generation of strong women. Jelena Keen-Lee, Amber Espinoza-Jones, and Erin Lau are involved in this project, and Jelena's here to fill us in on Standing Above the Clouds.
Thanks so much, Joni. Aloha kako. My name is Jelena Keen-Lee, and I'm the director of Standing Above the Clouds. When the world's largest telescope is set to be built on their sacred mountain, Mauna Kea, 3 Native Hawaiian families dedicate their lives to defending it. Through the lens of mothers and daughters, Standing Above the Clouds explores intergenerational healing and the social and emotional labor of retaining ancient ceremonies while putting your body on the line to protect a sacred mountain. And we are in post-production. I'm lucky to be here with my editor and producer right now today, Diana and Amber, and we're working on our rough assembly and making a lot of progress in post. We finished principal photography at the end of last year, and we're so grateful for this opportunity to talk with you all more about our project, to spread awareness about the movement and about our film, and to get the support that we really need to complete this project. Amber, my producer, and I, we grew up in the Bay Area and are best friends and childhood friends, and we grew up in a lot of, really incredible Bay Area movement spaces and with moms that took us to protests and took us to, get out there and fight for our rights and for what's sacred. And so we really see this work that we're doing now as a continuation of those legacies. And that's part of why we relate and resonate so much with the families in our film and have such a deep connection with them, because we were raised in a similar way, going with our moms to these different projects, and know how extremely beautiful that can be, but also how challenging it can be to have overlapping relationships with your parent and to look up to them in so many different ways. So we're really excited to bring this message and bring the film to the world. And we just need your support to make sure that we're able to do this, and to make sure that our All Women of Color team is compensated the way that we need to be to bring about this project in a way that is ethical and equitable and just, both for people on camera and for people behind the scenes. So we really appreciate you watching our pitch and voting for us, and please stay tuned for more.
Great. Thank you, Delina. I wanted to thank all of you for sharing yourselves and your projects with us out here, and putting your thoughts and ideas out into the world for others to discover as well. That's, it's so important. You now know, everybody out there, that these filmmakers have done their work and are doing their work. And it's up to you to support them by voting. Go to our website, DocLands.com, and follow the DocPitch link. Voting is open until 11:59 p.m. on May 8th. And please be aware that you're allowed just one vote per person. And I know it's not going to be easy choosing one. Trust me, I've been through this already. But that's why you need to take your time, watch the video pitches, read through the materials, and evaluate wisely as to which project you'd like to be able to see most as a feature-length documentary film. Thank you for being here and now and online to support these brave filmmakers. And thank you all for the work you've done to get this far, and for the passion you bring to documentary film, and on to all of us watching. And thanks again to our donors and sponsor. I'm so very grateful to you for helping us keep DocPitch alive and working, so we're able to support filmmakers who keep DocLands going and our audience is coming. And please, all of you out there, don't hold back. Bring yourself directly to our big, beautiful screens and see some of the most cinematic documentaries of 2021 and 2022, the way the filmmakers have meant for them to be seen, larger than life in both glorious picture and sound, from May 5th to 8th. And if you're in California but can't get to the theater, see them virtually May 5th to 11th. Most of them, not all of them. We owe so much to documentary filmmakers. They add so much to our worlds. And I can say that pretty much everything I know, I've learned through documentaries. So now get over to the DocPitch webpage and vote. There is cash on the line. Thank you all.